entin chebia ana beka kire o se okwa achim asuo mu a eye ohene na oho no odi kuro eye kuro nti hene no nana buodi ampodi obodade the third wobedi di MPP mpanifo na tem he wodi Kenya tembre champion adutwum obia odomu nyina atem oja ko media no so TikTok is for no abe reply no na nsemo mo ka kire no enye yize me mo nkire mu no a kire wadwen ama me e wo comment section ayi Penyah Block Media me so say ni di mo over like video no other about subscribe button na be click notification icon for latest update na be kire wadwen di ama me e wo comment section so ba so no she for so enya bia hwe me hu ye enke se ohene de ohene nya manwosem because ohene no all protecting umudie your credibility and your value, you are protecting it. But Ghana had here a him for no dum hold on the same dirty politics. I was your Enra. And Ghana is celebrating 1 year anniversary of our general election because Enra was exactly a year. I Ghana call about to kunini so they got to our koyi in parliamentary candidate and Mrashibeja for any president e koto ba ko isa enkofo no e eno na se celebrate na eno ya celebrate no ana soncho for edi nkomo kakra bloggers edi micro fa ekromo na se omu etieti ni pa ba ko me nsem ano e dom ko busa anana asuom achim asuom kronti hene na bodi amponim obodade the third ko busa ko say mahama ebeta kunya so afini say ana ofili edo
exactly 1 year say to about are you thanking Ghanaians for voting for President John Dramani Mahama?
Fellow compatriots, today is exactly a year since we went to the polls. And I do remember that just before the elections, we had series of videos go out, and one of them was the Judgment Day, being 7th of December 2024, and indeed it was. The people of Ghana voted massively, overwhelmingly, for President Mahama. We have to first of all thank God that he has brought us this far. Almost too soon, a year has come. And on an anniversary like this, we have to give thanks to the Almighty, the creator and sustainer of life, for having brought us this far. And then we have to thank the people of Ghana for making a wise, commendable decision. It was necessary for there to be change from the President Akufo-Addo Bawumia government to President John Dramani Mahama to take over. I believe President Mahama's coming back is akin to Moses when he had to come back to Egypt to save the Israelites. He had to come back and he saved the people of Ghana. So yes, we have to thank him too, the president, for accepting to come back. Because if he had not, I wouldn't know and we wouldn't know where Ghana would be by now. Perhaps maybe we will be just like slaves. Because the revelations within just 1 year is too much. It's too much. He had to come back to save this country.
MPP presidential candidate aspirant no or blasting woman.
The 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. Look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Usu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubwahin, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas compared to those. I call them the sankwas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the Sankwas 5, Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Edichum, Honorable Kwabneje, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama here.
Labeling them as useless entities. Just say, Omi a Sankwas. Sankwas means useless entities. Obia is no, he is of no value, credibility, capability. He is useless. Olebu omu as such. Emma make a say, Asman and Naiki Ken, Obenya Samohon. Because we can't talk like this. Oh, piano benede. And if I say, Bonkuba in fear, on Tiasia Mousa. It was here. MPP for a reply, no reply, no Biancasa. I was a comedian as well. TikTokers, I'll be replying now we any more or more catch them.
When you say, I will for any public says only way to know can be my way. Nasa sembe no be kwa kama una we nya utie didi we. Awo hene awoti wa o kasan kwase asem mi bisa o say MPP even MPP grassroots nimpo no MPP hena na wo awoti wa uni nyansa se no. Wo so hene awo kasa Jimmy kasa we o MPP even MPP grassroots nimpo omumu hwan na wo uni nyansa se no. Nipa bia keke na makofa na so medi o hene. Nipa bi se yin tin penfu tu ejina ko ejina share esi enkofa nipa bi se ama be no di omo so kro be no di omo so no ene sa kro ni muso di nyanse ni bia ni ho me o nyanse ni bia ni sa kro ni we on hene we on hene o di kro so nti nyansa sembe no ka kire ni manfo chese ahindi na ye fo ha ma obi asore o se hene obi ya santua Ghana jollof say ya santua kro kwa akunkura sa da di chei wan shebi ya santua kwa akun sa da di cha wo shei wan shebi mo sole anu makọ titsam hu kuntan se mo yo hene Jimmy kwa Jimmy chese ahindi na ba fo nti obi asore o se hene we yo hene we yo hene we aputo ontini ndi hene we kwa pe mamu David we ene ne kasa fin we Jimmy kasa sei ohira awo manfo hwe wusuan Jimmy asemo Ghana so yeti asem ho ohira we Jimmy so dey anka me mu bi da
all right okay
last one Randy.
Okay.
I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting wanting to be flag bearers are just Sankwas compared to those. I call them the Sankwas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the Sankwas 5, Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Edichum, Honorable Kwabneje, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama here. You see?
Nana, so you continue, so you deal. Say, open at the media, obeje. Se vie tusuna opesa wo kanem and this for more vie tususua on san enka why because ye Ghana minor eti no Ghana na ewu no ope obi a ye de anidie obuo soronko ade mana e ya ahemfo nana listen to wisdom se Ghana ha me won ope obi a Ghana for de anidie obuo soronko ade mana e ye na nanom ahemfo ntina yentimi fa yewo otufo se tutu animu entity for because on kasa bahat omie na no enka asembia aye bone aye betia obi de bia o yese papa otifie yes na nana utimi lese FPP candidate for fagbere sin say omi ye Sankwas all because of say o ye NDC ni nana sankwaso banana unim de no nyansam no usa ma omu a big accolade said honorable Collins anasa honorable Kennedy Japan Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia obi oya sankwaso no afede o ana omu da sankwaso de ye usi de no ana no nana se opese Ghana for media no so no na social media no ofu o mu twitwifo ma betu woni atwitwifo so opese Ghana for emu a nana betu ma bu sade a wo kan sade a wo kan se table ne 10 nana table ne se 10 ahwedi abna ode nkosi kon enti ade bia ode wano kan no nana no ahwe ye because politics there politics anasa amanyosam no ahemfo emfa umfa mo ho ewurawuram enti ube frɛ February 5 no se sankwa dia se omu contest John Mahama bedi omu dia nana na oni komo 2012 to 2016 ela John Mahama ye no fia na okwa na Ghana fo age no senka sumuna so ade de kamu wenka tutumuna so ade to twene na susu Ghana fo asa age sumuna so ade amana ba fie dia na ni da so ho se sankwa asna omu a woye ozo bi sankwa asno na anida so se sa sankwa asno mu ba ko ba be Ghana kandini ana kandifo edinana mon hwe mo kasa mu ye na table ni 10 anana wa ma ye okwasea awo Ghana fo ani so se table ni 10 wa ma ye odegentwie awo Ghana fo ani so ama Ghana fo anko when two onkofo a omu hye wase a o hye mra ma wo mini be yo hene de wo ni be yo hene bi amatwa kuma session se onkofo awo wase ma wo hye mra ma wo mu awo mu di so eye oman adwuma eye oman asade dia na minim sa ankofukuo no the kind of nipa wo ye was ohina na adwe mu emrese die me papa na adwe mu nya hini anya mrese o da bi me papa na adwe ntimi nya mrese da because he was a great king of an my for the same manyo semu no nana baby a wotie no animo onyam wo honom Ghana fo de ani die ma saa ahemfo no etimi sero emeya otufi nana anya ohufi na table ni 10 nana obejo ho gina papa unu se video we zura ebeda honom a till ebeda wa till obeda ho till enti atambia na ode wano ka no wa hwenie because ahwedi abra ode nkosi kon
matina nkonyo mu wo Ghana nyina me ne mo nkomo especially the National House of Chiefs. I have this message. You see, this is not politics show. This is more than politics. I believe sir don't want other portions of the full interview man we have here. But this particular portion way, ebia won be me yenhwe bibi wa ye wi a one or two things bi a me wono maka actually the National House of Chiefs.
If it wasn't for the wife who wants to be a first lady rather so very badly, I think the wife's ambition overshadows his own. As a matter of fact, if President if Dr. Bawumia becomes president, he will be the third person in control.
That's
I think so.
Okay.
I think the first person in charge of the actual country will be Akufo-Addo and his Gabi Otridaku and co. They will actually be in charge. And then the second person will be, of course, his wife, who will be our first slave queen lady. Our first slave queen lady.
You see, what do you can hear the positive aspect of the meaning of a slave queen? A slave queen means oba or share or dress or slave many people say yes, or no nebe. And you would hear on this what him say, yes, this lady is slave. But you see, Ghana, the broader view, young culture, how we understand the word slave queen and the sentence slave queen. How do we understand it? So when you have to so be cast slave queen and can occur when you're being a DNA teach with you. And my band on what being about you. That is the public perception, how we understand it, how we picture a slave queen. Edi na woka slave queen na Moisha mudin anati esi utrem. And you see, this is the country that we live in. Do your here. Nasa also usheni paswa. You have to know the words they use in public and the words I use in public. Because some words if you hold on one. Amamre mumra emma or hine quite so kebie because at the quae do me and it is in the petri. Adiana nana pache. Nana pache seni pano, negereno or dressy ye pa. And I said the main public perception is almost funny say. So be a slave queen. That is one of the definition of slave queens. The Baku to the moon to say. Oba or shishwe to swore. One among them so any Japadi and Asisika. And which are part of the definition of slave queens. Eti ohene what ya konyaso. The National House of Chiefs almost document and also mu chieftaincy act amokenkan hu imra wo ye ohene a se ni usi kasa ene se do usi ntimi kasa wonni mu wotena bonten ka kasa bi sei nana opesi ebebusa wo tia me nyina ho opesi ye ne ebebusa se selekwe na wo yusu ma obi yire no me say this is more than politics o patch lesen ye ne ebebusa abra onim say a controversial statement Samira nam ho wa wuti wonu aba bedaji sika anase wa wuti we waba be bibia ma wabusuani bia na wadamfo bi ana ode atade ahye. You see, sometimes we supposed to put politics away and look at the reality of the situations, deal with what we call respect. Oh, here now what ya konya so free obi yiri slekwe. Abra would the controversies around the word slekwe. Make us say kwasi bi beka second, but what about the positive aspect? You see, the sentence and answer the statement will be better draw abontin. English for almost that sentence you need to me describe it and it give it a meaning for a particular word that was sentence. Papa we kasa was say when the sentences are all true a be anyone a front to my pa and a good about Bawumia. So in general sense it was negative. Something a better in favor political wise, but you see this is more than politics. This will be an argument what for Monkwan and things. Now what here now what to Matuakunya mo na camera be when him can quasi as any for be Ubia so intimi Kenya as a seven chow. And here video no echo and a Jimmy Sam and a way and a Ugua Hini anyone. And that is why the chieftaincy act stated clearly. So you're here, you who free among your same politician about also a bedia footwa. That is fine. But apart from that, the politician also a bedia footu, and now why you mining puntu so the Montia. You don't attack people politically like that as a chief. Way a worship. Maybe I hear Kodruni, and then when Tiakonyum, F00LISH slave queen. Highway no so would you grown and no maybe the whole to respect to him, that you didn't respect.
Hey! Kanye Ghana for me say ena no pay many kobo video bi so na mera ho ana me say afem papa yesi ohini bi a odi nana buadi obodade and sampa oba kan for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho any nipa for a oni omoko contested NPP flag bearership on the 31st of January 2026 no and fatase ohini bekasa na me buofu papa what the moment ko video numra na e ba de sana na no ye beka kire no.
Look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas compared to those. I call them the sankwas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the sankwas 5, Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Edichum, Honorable Kwabneji, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama here.
You see? Just a bottomini biya oswo hene. Wakofo we abubo wo to say Jarvis girl na Nigerian girl na robot Nigerian robot girl now or Jarvis and you want to about one as a robot ebi so light we to your pampam say eko u begina ho ayo wanim sene ozi tiwe ebedi di engineer Kwabena Eje Japan atem ebedi di Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia atem ebedi di Honorable Kennedy Japan atem ebedi di Dr. Brian Champo atem na wo se ne hwan wo anipa chi konko achi konko wo so yo ohene ben pieto hene ewo kro ba so menyi ni se ohene papa bia be sa anya wo yeyi wo ese ade wo ko ba bi ko hwe wadwinum wo sa ibuadi obodade no ese ade wo ko ba bi ko hwe wadwinum. You see, mo ana mo ma nkofo edidi mpanifo atem. We say akura be fa camera sini so no odidi watem a, o me so odidi ohina atem. We wonye ohine. Because me nyini se ohini bia o sound mind, a o ye okay, a onyare, onkeka sa ansem no. How on earth? Ana enipa ye yi o mo se ye kwakoto oba, e de yi o ma emu ba ko ba be president of the Republic of Ghana no. Onkeka sa sabe abodam semwe. Washisha wo ti se bosum ade we washisha wo ye tonton okwan ho wo ekro ba so kra na ayo hene mo amunim no mo fa ni krom no to comment section asma me ade na ekoso wo man yimu empanifo se sabe ye wo bakwasia no na pani jimi fo so tifie sabe because na yi kan de o satem didie adenti na wo be ka champanifo aye koto aba mo so mo ye sankwas te se me jo ho amenti ase. Is it okay? Ana na dwumu kano. Oya Dr. UN na. Media me nyini so yo hene. Na so yo hene a, unko fifa we mo bo ho se Jarvis. Na o metenase na Jarvis. Na o medidi mpanimfo atam so mo ye sankwas. Na wo kra wo to na wo ya. Wo kasa ye twa video no. Unim se be ko viral. Uti. Minya sure say we correct. Ana minya sure so yo hene wo ba bia. So yo hene dia na ye pieto hene ana oye. Because I don't get it. I cannot even fathom. So penitoto usu yo hine. Ubeki kansemwe ama abato social media. Come on. Eti saangofo we ni ye wo mo se ahemfo. E Ghana ha dia. We have a long way to go. Namaste.
Chira wadwe mame e wo comment section. Aha yi Penyah Block Media.